Okay, so it looks like the situation between Piers Morgan, Beyonce, and Jaguar Wright is more complex than we thought, because 50 Cent is coming forward with some pretty wild claims about how Beyonce pretty much forced Piers to turn on Jaguar and that she allegedly blackmailed him with some wild information that could ruin his career. Well, 50 on has been all up in Beyonce and Jay-Z's business for more than 20 years now, and it doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon, because he pulled up with some wild receipts that kind of suggest that Piers Morgan might be involved in some pretty shady shenanigans of his own. But let's break it down now to be fair to Piers. The official explanation he gave of backpedaling and throwing Jaguar under the bus was that Jay-Z and Beyonce had him with legal action for speaking on their name. Well, clearly, he didn't want any problems with the Carters because he backed down quick. But why did they allegedly choose now to respond to Jaguar Wright's claims? Well, fans are speculating that the reason they finally made a move was that they had dirt on Piers, which meant that they could easily manipulate him compared to other people. Well, Jaguar W has been talking about them for a long time, sharing all kinds of crazy stories when Cassie sued Diddy. The attention was on him until Jaguar came forward with bold accusations claiming that Jay-Z was involved in Diddy's shady dealings and was actually worse than Diddy.
Sean Carter is worse.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
This been lining up people he calls friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30 years. Sean Carter is just as bad as the good one. And I know that for a fact. I got the scars to prove it.
So there's been so many people on the internet trying to figure out where you are. They're watching you. They're doing all types of stuff trying to figure you
You
out.
want to know what a box cutter feels like going into your skin and you? I'll tell you how it feels. Y'all ain't seen that Cassie shit. That's nothing.
So are you trying to say like Jay-Z put on you?
I'm saying Sean Carter remembers everything he did to me, and he's got it in too. Just like Diddy.
Yeah, most people would definitely hold a grudge over something like that, because trying to take somebody out is straight up madness. But it's clear Jaguar and the Carters aren't exactly sending holiday greetings to each other. She's always airing out their business whenever she gets the opportunity. So when it was announced that she'd be sitting down with Piers Morgan, everybody knew that things were about to get real chaotic, and Jaguar didn't hold back. In the interview, she made a shocking claim that Jay-Z was supposedly the one pulling the strings behind the whole Me Too movement. She alleged that he needed to bring down R. Kelly to distract from his own involvement in Kelly's wrongdoings. And here's the kicker. She said Jay-Z even financed the movement to distance himself and bury any potential dirt on their shady past.
Well, because the Me Too movement was a ruse. It was a setup. It was a scam. I'm saying that now, publicly. Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there. If the Me Too movement were real, why aren't they speaking now? They've also been very quiet in this time of the diddler's downfall.
Now, this would have been a very wild claim, especially since there have been rumors floating around for a while that R. Kelly was allegedly been saying Jay-Z set him upward in the streets. Is that Kelly's been telling people Jay-Z allegedly bankrolled the documentary that played a huge part in influencing his trial. But here's the plot twist, considering Kelly and Jay used to be super close before all of this, or Kelly dirty laundry got aired out. But once Kelly was exposed, Jay-Z acted like they never had been friends. And wait y'all, it gets even juicier. Because Ronnie Bo, one of Kelly's former cellmates, spilled some piping hot tea on Hip Hop News Uncensored. He claimed that although Kelly didn't have solid proof, he was convinced that Jay, his old collaborator, had put a hit Get Out on him. So it's interesting that Jaguar seems to be on the same page about Jay's shady moves. But Jaguar didn't stop there. She also dropped another bomb, claiming that Beyonce was allegedly involved in Aaliyah's death.
I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a little couple. They do things.
What do you think happened with Kim
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about, Piers.
Now, for years, there have been whispers that Aaliyah's death might not have been an accident, and many fans can't help but connect it to the Carters. The theory is that all this started with Jay-Z's supposed fixation on Aaliyah, which apparently started up feelings of jealousy and insecurity in Beyonce, especially since both of them were competing in the music world at the same time. But before Jay-Z's interest in Aaliyah even became a thing, she was actually married to his good friend, R. Kelly. Yes, the same R. Kelly Jaguar claims Jay-Z set up to take the fall, but let's not forget the disturbing details of that marriage. Kelly had allegedly manipulated Aaliyah into marrying him when she was just 15. When he was the whole 27, her parents had to step in and get the marriage annulled. But the fact that Jay-Z knew all of this and didn't say a word, that was given red flag then. For Jay-Z to turn around and catch feelings for Aaliyah after all that, that's a whole new level of messy. But maybe it really wasn't about Aaliyah herself. Maybe Jay was just looking for a powerful, high-profile partner to help him build his legacy, and Aaliyah's rising star made her a perfect match. I mean, he didn't waste any time getting with Beyonce once Aaliyah was out the picture, did he? Now, for a bit of background, Aaliyah was that girl. I mean, talk about being one in a million, because Hollywood's golden girl. She was no question. She wasn't just dominating the scene, she was the scene naturally. It did come with a lot of admirers, and both Jay-Z and Dame Dash were among them. The tension between Jay and Dame already was brewing, but when they both started going after Aya, things got even messier, and that's when Jay-Z reportedly did Dame dirty and the war way possible. He sold their record label right from underneath him. The two friends going after the same girl is never a good look, and anyone could have told Jay-Z and Dame D for free, and since Jay-Z isn't one to take an L easily. I mean, he's Mr. I will not lose, of course. He didn't take the situation well because it was already pretty shaky. But it really blew up when Aya finally chose Dame over Jay.